Picture this. You're in ancient Rome, and the plebeians, the common folk, the everyday citizens, have had enough. And no, this isn't some dramatic, over-the-top reality TV showdown. This is the real deal. People literally packing up, leaving the city, and demanding better treatment. Sounds like a protest, right? Well, that's exactly what it was, but with a dash of Roman flair. So, let's talk about the secession of the plebeians. This moment of rebellion happened in 494 BCE, when the plebeians, Rome's lower class, said, "You know what? We're done." These folks were getting the short end of the stick in terms of political rights, military service, and even debt. They had no voice in the Senate, and yet they were expected to fight in wars and pay taxes. Yeah, you can see why they were frustrated. So, what did they do? They just walked out of the city. They gathered on a hill outside Rome, leaving the wealthy and the politicians like, "Oh, now what?" At first, the Roman elite thought they could handle it. But guess what? The plebeians weren't coming back unless they got some major reforms. They were basically saying, "We'll take our hard work elsewhere, thank you very much." And here's the kicker. This worked. The Romans, ever so clever, decided to create a new political office, the tribune of the plebs. These were officials chosen from the plebeian class, whose job was to represent the common folk in the Senate. Think of them as ancient Roman Union reps who could veto decisions that harmed the plebeians. Talk about a power move. This wasn't just a win for the plebeians, it was a win for the entire Roman system. It helped create a more balanced government where the interests of both the elite and the commoners could be considered. And it showed that if enough people come together and stand up for themselves, they can actually make a difference. So, let's take a moment to appreciate these ancient protesters. Because when they walked out, they weren't just rejecting the system, they were demanding a better one. And, spoiler alert, it worked. The plebeians went back to Rome with more rights and influence than they had before, and the Romans learned a little something about the power of collective action. So, next time you're feeling powerless or frustrated with the system, just remember, the plebeians of ancient Rome literally walked out of their own city until they got what they wanted. You might not need to pack your bags just yet, but hey, you get the idea. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe for more, and drop a comment telling us what historical event you'd love to see explained next. Until next time, remember, history might be ancient, but it still has some pretty cool lessons for today.